What's up, YouTube? Um, this week has been, well, if you can't tell by the title of the video, it's called This Week. I just wanted to take some time to talk about some things. And one of those things that this week was very odd for me, it wasn't really, I don't really know. Towards the end of the week, it was kind of in the middle, but I learned a lot of things this week. And like Monday, it was just a regular day. Just go to school, wake up, do the usual. After Monday came Tuesday. Not much happened on Tuesday. I don't remember anything that happened on Tuesday actually. Wednesday was a good day. I went to the dentist and they did an exam on me. I was good. I had no cavities or anything like that. They, cleaned my teeth and stuff. It was good with that. I went back to school. Yes, I know I hate school, sadly, but I feel like some of the best memories that we had at school, honestly. And so yeah, I went back to school. I only had like half of a class, and then one last class after that. And at our school on Wednesdays, we have this thing that's called an early release. So that was an early release day, and I would only be released like maybe an hour later after I got done with my class. So it was only like an hour that I really had to be at school. And so yeah, that was good and stuff. Finished all my work. Yeah, then Thursday came. Didn't really do much on Thursday, just went to school as usual, But Thursday was a little bit different because people were gonna be going on this trip for this activity thing that they were gonna do at this place with like a speaker or something. And basically at that place, it was gonna be like a whole planned day where we just stay there and we just do stuff. And so yeah, so on this field trip they had, which it was like day A, about like 200 or so students were going to be gone on that day on the field trip. And then day B, which I ended up getting, was going to be Friday, and we were going to be there. So yeah, a lot of my friends were kind of gone on the field trip. They came back later, but it was only like maybe 20 minutes left in the day. Some of them I didn't get to see because I don't have all the same class with them. But then, yeah, so then they came back. It was like the end of the day. Now today, that day I was kind of tired. I was tired of being at school. I was just ready to go to sleep. And yeah, so school got finished, got on the bus, fell asleep, and I woke up. After that, I just did what I usually do on a daily. And then Friday came, and my field trip was that day. And me and three other my other friends would be going. And the thing about this field trip was that I didn't think it would actually be this impactful or like very heavy feeling or emotional. Like I knew I had to do with a lot of like positivity and stuff like that, Um, but yeah, we get there. They explain everything and all this, and we start the activities. And as we're doing the activities, it just felt like long. The day just felt long, and yeah, I remember looking at the clock a lot that day, which was actually yesterday. It was just yesterday when I went there, and I was like, man, it's gonna be a long day. But at the end, it started to speed up. But at the same time, I guess I didn't want it to speed up really for like the last activity that we had planned at the end. But so yeah, we do these activities and stuff. We have lunch where we get to eat. Then we get to like divide in these different groups and answer questions and stuff like that. And me, I wasn't really comfortable like that because it was with people that I've never talked to before. So I wasn't with my friends, and I wasn't able to be with my friends because they wanted me to talk to different people that I don't normally usually talk to. And so that was kind of difficult. And yeah, but yeah, it was fun. The food was good. Played music, played some games. Oh, and they even played this game where like it was like the little hula hoop. You know how you grab somebody's hands and then like you have to pull the hula hoop over you and all that stuff. Yeah, we were doing that, but then you had to dance and also sing along with the song that was playing. And also, if you failed it, then you would have to eat baby food. And yeah, I only ate baby food once, and it was actually applesauce, so it wasn't too bad for me. Thank you. But I know some other people, they ate baby food like 2 or 3 times, maybe even 4. And I also had to eat a prune for a challenge that I lost, which was like linking with other people because we were playing this tornado activity or something like that. And I couldn't find more people in time, so then our group lost, and I had to eat a prune in front of everybody, which was easy. Everybody was like, ew, it's nasty. They were like, ugh, it's disgusting and stuff like that. But I was just like, no, this is easy. I was like, because my grandparents used to give us prunes, and I was like, this is easy. I was like, I could eat the whole container, really, and things like that. Like, if I really wanted to, I was like, this isn't even that bad. But yeah, towards the end, it started to get very like emotional and sad and stuff, and we actually got in like these rows of seats that we had to bring chairs for. Sit down and we talked about different stories, and the speaker explained her story and why she is bald because of the tragedies that have happened in her life, and that story was very sad to hear. Yeah, and then after that it was like everybody else was sharing their stories, and it was like, well, if you wanted to listen to their stories or not, or something like that. Everybody was listening, and a lot of those stories were sad too. A lot of people were crying. Just some people were just talking, like bawling their eyes out. They were like red and stuff. I didn't cry. I don't really know how that happened. Surprisingly, I guess it's just my mental was just stronger, but I don't really cry a whole lot anyway. But yeah, there were a lot of people that weren't crying, but yeah, people were sharing stories about different times that they've had in their life that impacted them or shaped who they are. Some people apologize for everybody in the room for rude stuff that they've said in the past, and some people have just address that the way acting. They shouldn't have been acting that way. And a lot of the stories were like just really sad stuff. I don't even really want to get into it. And I was thinking about sharing my story, but I wasn't 100% fully comfortable about sharing my story, so I didn't. Like, I did feel comfortable at the event because we played all these fun games and stuff, and we were laughing and all that. But when it came around to this part, I was just kind of like, I don't really want to share my story. But at the same time I did, it was just kind of like a battle in my head between myself. It was like a 50-50. And so, yeah, I didn't share my story. But plus I felt like what I had to say was too much to handle for everybody else, mentally wise, because everybody was already crying a lot and stuff like that. And I didn't want to lay that on anybody because I like to speak the truth a lot, and I like to be raw and just real with myself about things. So I didn't want to do that to them. I felt like it would just add a layer or blanket of sadness, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, that was really it for this week, or for the school aspect, because today I actually went to the mall and shopped around. It's been a long day today and stuff, but just kind of shopped around, bought a whole bunch of things, bought a whole bunch of bought some manga, pretty cool stuff, and also got some food. Went to go see a movie before I even shopped and all of that. And it was a good day. It was good. But this is one of the things that we did at the event. It's called Got Your Back, and basically sign people's papers and things like that. And I don't know if you can see that, but I got a lot of signatures from people. A lot of people were walking up to me asking, could you sign my paper? And I was like, yeah, sure, of course. And I was saying, of course I have their back, because I really do. And they were asking me, do I have their back? And I was like, yes, of course I do. And so, yeah, it just made me feel some type of way, I guess. And yeah, and then there was also this kid who was telling his story about how his dad had cancer and how he saw his dad as a good guy and stuff like that, but then he changed and started doing stuff that was wrong. I'm not gonna say into detail or even say who this person was, but let's just say it was a person who I never cared for, or I've also never thought they would have problems like this. But in the past, there's been moments where I've heard things about him, and I did not like him, and so that just made me not want to talk to him, be around him, or anything like that, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And then but in the goodness of my heart, after we finished doing the whole activity thing, I went up to him. He's the first person I went up to, and you know how I said I don't like him or I don't care for him that much. I forgot that. I put that past me, and I was just like, I don't care anymore. And I was like, I don't wish anything upon my enemies like that or whatever. And so I was like, so I went up to him and I was like, yo, I was like, I'm sorry. I was like, I know we don't talk, and I was like, I'm sorry, but what you're going through, and he was like, yeah. And then I was like, I was like, I was like, I got your back. And he's like, yeah, for sure. And then I was like, okay. And then I gave him my paper to sign, and then he gave me my paper back. And then he's like, I got yours. And he's like, I got yours. And I was like, yeah. And then we walked to this other kid who was lonely, and he wasn't talking to anybody. He was kind of outside the room, or he was just silent. And so I went out there to go speak to him. And then, yeah, I was like, hey, what's up, bro? Making him feel included. And then I ended up handshaking the dude. And then, yeah, that was really it. It was good. And then went back to school. And I was like, tired the rest of the day. So, yeah, that was really my whole week. The stuff that I got from the mall, though. So without further ado, I'll show you guys the stuff that I got from the mall. Yeah, so this is one of the things that I actually got from the store. It's one of the Dragon Balls. It's a tag. I got Super Saiyan Goku on it. Pretty cool item. Then I got some manga here, which is Bleach, because I just started reading it. Let's see. Got another one. So got 1, 2, 3 here. They're pretty cool. I like the cover art on it. It's nice stuff. Yeah, that's cool stuff right there. Then, on top of that, I got a lot of Funko Pops because I love to collect these miniature figurines. I got Vegito from Dragon Ball Z. Let's see, got a whole bunch of them. We got King from One Piece, one of my favorite characters from One Piece. We've got Majin Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z, classic character. We've got Kakashi from Naruto, one of my another favorite characters from the Naruto series, like Kakashi. We've got Goku Black from Dragon Ball Super, also like Goku Black too. He's one of my favorite villains of Dragon Ball. He's cool. And then I got Naruto figurine Kurama. This one is pretty cool. Glows in the dark also, which I didn't know that, but that's cool. Let's see him over there. Then out of here. Got some more from Target. It's kind of expensive, but I got Shadowvert as Batman, not versus, as Batman. I've been wanting this one for a while. It's pretty cool. Let's sit that one over here. We got Sonic as the Flash. This one's pretty, explanatory, I guess, because Sonic's very fast, and also this one's pretty cool. Let's see what else. Oh, yeah, just like the last thing. I got some nice this champion hoodie. I got this Dragon Ball Goku hoodie. Got some more things. I got this Bart Simpson shirt. That was pretty cool. We got Avatar: The Last Airbender shirt. Yeah, I got all this cool stuff. Get this out of here. Bunch of trash. So yeah. And I went to a store that was called Popcon. set these guys up. I don't really know where I want all of them to go, but some of the stuff I can figure out a place for. And we'll start with the Naruto Kurama. So I guess the guy is going to go over here. We'll put him right here next to my Zetsu Funko Pop that I got years ago. He's kind of plastic's a little bit damaged on his head. I didn't notice that, but this is the only one that he had, I think. So yeah, there's that. We can get Kakashi next. He will go right here. And I just realized something because they aren't the same height, so it's gonna look weird not having all the Funko Pops the same height. But that's okay, I guess. Moving on to the next thing. So Majin Vegeta. I already have Super Saiyan Goku, and I also have Goku right here on this little wall that I'm building full of anime figures. Yeah, he is going to have to swap some of these people around. And I also have Goku Black and Vegito to add to. Yeah, so they will go. Let's see. They will go up here. That looks good. That's Pokemon too. And then Majin Vegeta. You know, actually, I want Super Saiyan Goku and Majin Vegeta to be right next to each other. Then we can just put Vegito and Goku somewhere right there. Actually, this looks better. Then Goku, and then next we're gonna go into One Piece. Oh, we got Deadpool too. So One Piece, we're gonna put Zoro right here. Then we're gonna just go ahead and put Shanks right there. That's good. And then come down here, got King to put. There we go. That's pretty nice. We're gonna put Golden Deadpool. That was actually my first one. And then Deadpool right here. And I think this looks good. Yeah. I built this with all in the span of a month. And then Shadow was Batman. Can go all the way up here. Oh, please don't. Then Sonic has the Flash. Right up in here. Yeah. Got this whole thing up here. Nice. So yeah, my Bleach manga is next. Let's get that onto. Have my bookshelf over here. Kind of empty, but yeah, that's where all the forgotten books go. Anyway, we got Bleach, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the first one up in here, and then the second one. And then the third. Yeah, I got a long way to go, but yeah, I'm trying to collect all 78 volumes, plus some other things. For right now, I'm just gonna put my Dragon Ball Super, because I have the most manga of Dragon Ball Super, right in here. Slide these guys over here, and then One Piece comes next. Oops, that kind of fell. Needed this. And then put,
probably all gonna fall down within this span of 5 seconds. This one's already bleeding. I don't have book stoppers, but there we go. This is the start. As you can see, it fell down. But anyway, now it's time to find a place for this guy. I don't really know where I should put him at. I guess I could put him like just on the bookshelf. It's right there, I guess. I don't really know where he's supposed to go. Or I could just put him on my bed or something. I don't know, just somewhere here. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I guess that's all that I have today.
Alright, YouTube, that's all for today. Yeah. See you on the next one. Bye.